So today we're going on a safari to the Bandipur National Park. The very first sighting in this dry forest was a leopard. Later on, we saw random animals like elephant, bear and owls. We came back to our room and had our dinner. The next morning, we went on a safari again. Today we saw a male tiger. It was a little far though. Then we saw the beautiful tigers of Bandipur a little more closer. This time we have more interesting content. So let's begin our journey. By afternoon, we reached Bandipur JLR. We have booked a safari package here. The one-day package includes the evening safari, the stayover, dinner and also the next day's safari. After the reception procedures, we were headed to our rooms in this electric car. The hospitality and behavior is very decent towards the customers. The tarif for 2 people per day on weekdays is 11,000. 2 jeep safaris, stayover and the food includes 5,500 per head, which is very reasonable. The room is big enough for 2 people. At 2, we checked in and had a lunch. By 3, the safari had begun. The safari in Bandipur is coordinated by the Forest Department Safari Center and the Jungle Lodge Resorts, which is under the government authority, also called as the JLR. Private groups are restricted from entering the forest premises. So we started a safari. We started a safari with about 6 jeeps. We headed straight to the safari center and submitted the head count and the guest details to enter into the forest premises. The bus service provided by the Safari Center costs 650 rupees per head and also the camera charges are charged extra. The bus safari takes place only for 1 hour and 30 minutes. The jeep safari requires a minimum of 5 people and is charged 5,300. That is, per head costs about 1,000. So on comparing, the 3-hour jeep safari was better. So we have entered the forest. The forest looks so dry. Since the Bandipur and Mudumala are dry forest areas, soon after the rain the area becomes very dry. Even though we have seen so much of greenery in our channel, we haven't seen much of the summer instincts. Further, let's see the beauty of the forest during summer. So, when we moved further, we heard an alarm call, so we stopped our jeep. We heard the alarm call of the deer again and started focusing on searching the deer giving alarm call on seeing the leopard. We couldn't spot the leopard, but we found a deer spotting the leopard. You heard that? That is the alarm call given by the deers as a warning on noticing the leopards. Soon after the deer's alarm call, we can hear a langur sound by which we can confirm it's a leopard. The monkeys are safe from tigers because tigers don't climb trees, but leopards can climb trees. We waited for a little time for the leopard to show up. Finally, here comes the leopard we were waiting for. This leopard is 6 years old. It is said that this leopard has the most beautiful mustache, hence she was named so. Unlike other leopards, she is not shy or scared to come out and show herself outside. But this time she was not interested in showing up. Please adjust the shakes in the video as the tiger is a little far away and also this is hand-shooted. The leopard went back into the forest after some time. So we left to our next spot very soon. On moving further, we spotted an elephant. As it was walking frontwards, I could manage only the back view. The drivers were not much interested on stopping by near the elephants as there were plenty of elephants inside the reserves. Unlike our hometown, there is no specific names for the elephants. This was because the Bandipur has the largest number of elephants in India. We can spot Mudumala forest, which is only 2 kilometers away from our safari route. On noticing the trees nearby these ponds, we can spot birds like this. This is a brown fish owl sitting like a statue. This owl is capable of scooping and flying with fishes that weighs about 1 kilograms. So the sides of the forest looks burnt. These are preventive measures taken by the forest officials to avoid the wildfire. Necessary precautions are taken before burning the dry leaves and the trees. Bandipur, Nagarhola and Mudumala are maintained by such control burning. Also, this video was shooted during the March first week and the wild animals do not come outside for about a week after the control burning. Maybe this is because the wild animals are scared of the fire. This guy in front of me, his name is Lala. He is a wildlife photographer. He has a complete big cat photos with him in his Instagram. I have mentioned his Instagram ID on the description. We saw the pug marks on the ground. The guide said us it was the footprints of a male tiger. We followed the footprints for quite some time, but later it led to inside the forest. We waited for some more time for the tiger to show up. Nothing showed up, so we had to continue our safari. Meet the crested honey bazard, known for its distinctive characteristics. These birds typically travel in pairs, showcasing remarkable abilities such as prolonged flight without the need to land, and the skill to hover in the sky effortlessly. The one on the left is male and on the right is female. Females are usually larger in size than male. As its name suggests, these birds primarily feed on honey and small insects. Interestingly, they fearlessly extract honey from honeycombs during their foraging activities. That bird over there is the red-headed vulture. This vulture belongs to the red category as portrayed by the IUCN. This is because it is facing a severe call for getting extinct very soon. The vulture looks small from far, but its wings spread up to 2 meters when it flies. Just look at the size of the antlers of the deer. It is as big as the size of the deer. At a point, these antlers show off and new antlers grow up. This road was newly built for the guests to see the wild animals preserved here. There are many roads inside the reserve, but they built these new roads for the customers and guests to have a closer view on the animals. Karnataka is an example for portraying on how wildlife sanctuaries should be maintained. The Mutanya forest, which is also a part of this forest, has only one way, which makes it easy for the drivers to carry the guests along with him. So the chances of spotting the wild animals in Mutanya forest is very rare. But in Bandipur forest, there are so many ways through which we can find the wild animals with the leads of alarm calls and also the footprints. The sun was setting and finally our 3-hour safari journey was about to end. Towards the end, we saw a bear cub by the side of the road. It usually comes out during the evenings. The forest safari and the JLR is about 15 minutes far from each other. The evening was cold, and by the time we reached back from the safari after seeing the wild animals, the tea and the coffee for guests were made ready. There are chances of meeting wildlife enthusiasts and photographers here because most guests that come here are such forest and greenery enthusiasts. Later on, we reached our rooms and freshened up ourselves and headed to have a dinner. The dinner was a buffet system. There's a theater in the resort that they play wildlife documentaries and videos. Interested people can stay up and watch, else they can head to sleep. Morning, after we reach the safari counter, we will be served hot coffee. The safari started before the sunrise. Just like yesterday, we headed straight to the forest office. We were shivering even after wearing the jackets and sweaters. I request you guys to refer Google weather forecast before coming to this place. The forest officials takes initiative to construct various ponds and other small water dams like this to save and reserve the water. But during the April and May seasons, these water bodies dry up and the forest officials fill these with tankers that supply water because in summer even animals need water. As we were traveling, suddenly we heard the roar of a tiger and we waited for the tiger to show up. Guys, you heard that? That is a tiger roaring. We could not find the tiger as its roar was from a little far off area. It is said that a tiger's roar can be heard up to a radius of 3 kilometers. The guide said us that the tiger usually roars so loudly to either attract female tigers or to usually attack a prey, or either when it is marking its territory. We started searching for the tiger in that area for quite some time. As we kept traveling for some more time, we finally spotted the tiger. It was a dominant male tiger which was located a little far off area from the safari route. We waited for about 20 to 25 minutes for the male tiger to move from its place. Unfortunately, we could not see it move from its place. We soon got a call from another driver who spotted the female tiger very close by. The driver knew the way and took us through different narrow roads to show us another female tiger. All of us in the jeep were eagerly waiting to see the tigress. Finally, we reached the spot and saw the female tiger very close to us as it was walking close by. We clicked so many photos of the tigress as we got closer view of it. The guide said us that the tigress is about 7 years old and also has a baby cub which is about 4 months old. But the cub has never been spotted yet. She is the famous tigress of Bandipur. She is named Sundari because she smiles for every picture that is clicked. The average age limit of a tiger is about 12 to 15 years old, and considering that, she is a middle-aged tiger. And this is the way she marks her territory so that other tigers do not claim her territory. More information regarding this was given in the Kabini series, so not repeating that again. She's smelling to check if other tigers have already marked their territory. We could see many territory markings this time as we followed her for quite some time. Unlike other tigers, this tigress is not usually spotted outside. Except Punjab and other desert areas, the tigers spotted are called Bengal tigers. Just look at the way the tigress walks away without caring about the vehicles parked nearby. As we finished admiring the tigress, we then gave way for the other jeeps to pass by. The drivers contact each other when they spot animals so that the guests can take visuals of the animals. The Bandipur National Reserve has a speciality. In 1973, this Bandipur Tiger Reserve was chosen as such forest having immense number of tigers in it. During that time, in South India, we had only two tiger reserves, that was the Bandipur Tiger Reserve and the Periyar Tiger Reserve. According to the 2018 census, there are 120 tigers present here, but there will be at least 300 present here. The tiger census are taken every 5 years. So this year, there will be a tiger census again. Long back, this was a forest for hunting used by the Mysore kingdom. The Mysore kings used to hunt tigers and other wild animals in this forest. After getting independence in the 1947, the tiger hunting had still continued here. Later, it was converted to a tiger reserve and the rules and regulations were made strict and the hunting had reduced and had to be restricted. This is said to be the largest forest in South India, consisting of the Bandipur, Nagarhola, Mudumala and the Wayanad forests. Hence, travelling during night is strictly prohibited in this area. As per the tiger count, Bandipur ranks the second. The Corbett Tiger Reserve ranks the first. There are so many tigers in Corbett Tiger Reserve as compared to Bandipur because the area of Corbett is much larger than the Bandipur Tiger Reserve. So guys, our safari has finally come to an end and we are heading back. If anybody is planning on visiting Bandipur Tiger Reserve, I recommend you to opt the JLR. The booking for JLR and the Forest Center shall be provided in the description. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. We will meet soon with another interesting video.